They sold this to me as
that's
a family, but it's just me. Can I exchange this for like a 2-day?
Oh wait.
But they gave me I paid $22 for it.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but it's just me. So
Yeah. So.
If I could have a 2-day or something like that.
You just put them in your windshield.
Okay.
For 2 days.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah. Well, do you have a park map and everything, or is it?
Do you want Banff or Jasper?
Jasper.
There you go. There's maps and everything in here.
Awesome.
Like, there's a map of the parkway right there.
Terrific.
Hey,
Thanks a lot. See you. Bye bye. Visitor guide to Jasper, where I go to camping. And I don't know where this accent came from. I don't think it's Canadian. I think it's old world Italian. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But I'm in Jasper. Banff, trying to get to that lake was unbelievable. I think it's the most popular place in the world. You cannot drive to it. You have to take a bus, and all the buses were full. Or you could walk like 7-8 miles up this road. And I've got stuff to do. I mean, I'm not opposed to going to the lake, but I don't want to walk 7 or 8 miles when I still have a bunch of stuff. I've got to get to this campground because it's a first come, first serve. And they're supposed to be on a lake. So it's first come, first serve, so hopefully I can get a spot. If not, I'll be sleeping with the bears again. So I forgot to record pretty much anything on this first campsite in Banff, or near Banff. You can see it on the map, and here's a terrible picture from inside my tent. I did meet a family next to me that was from Virginia. They were super cool and invited me over for a fantastic dinner and some salad and some wine. This dude was incredibly nice, and it just made for a really good time. This is why you follow me, because it's this stuff that's interesting. Oh yeah, I gotta show you this. Canadian Rockies. But I forgot to brush my teeth before all that. Damn thing. Here we go. I was just stopped to see that this thing. This. So, and there's so much traffic. And the food here is golly, it's so expensive. So, if you have, I don't know where I got this. Some Sam's Club bread. Oh shit, I lost the twisty. And some turkey. Go American Hillshire Farms. It'll work in a pinch. But there is that thing. It's amazing. rarely am I, as you haven't figured out by now, rarely am I left speechless. I was kind of disenchanted with the whole Lake Louise thing because it seemed so touristy, and the only way you could get there was by a bus. You had to pay for the bus, you had to pay to get in. I mean, you had to pay for everything. And I mean, I get it. They're going to get you one way or the other. But driving through here, going to Jasper, this snaring campground that I'm going to, this first come first serve one, I just stopped and saw that glacier, and I could take up all of the room on my camera and all the cameras with all of this scenery. I've never seen anything like this. People talk about how big Glacier is and the Rockies and all that. I had no idea that this existed. I'd seen pictures of Lake Louise before, obviously, and I think everybody's seen it. If you haven't, go look it up. But I just pulled up on that place back there, and it was like, oh my gosh. But every turn that you turn, there's something bigger. There's a bigger mountain. It's more jagged. There's more snow and ice. I mean, it's something to behold. It really is. It's just one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. So I am out of Banff. I had to stop and change clothes, put on some overalls. I'm at this place is a boat inspection station. You have to drain your boat and dry your boat because they're really funky about invasive species, I guess, getting in the water. So it's not a weigh station, it's a boat inspection station. That's not open. But I was going to stay in Jasper tonight, but if you can see, I know you can probably, I don't know if you can or not, I mean, I can smell it. This is all supposed to be clear, but it's the Canadian wildfires, and the wind is blowing from this way, so it's blowing from the north, or it's blowing from the west, or from the east. I'm sorry, I don't know which direction. I have no idea which way it's blowing, but it's blowing from a direction it should not be blowing. So I don't necessarily, and all the workers have masks on, and I mean, the highway workers and all that stuff have masks on, so I definitely don't want to be trying to sleep in an active, not I'll be sleeping in a fire, but all the smoke and stuff. Look at that truck. All those trucks that have those, they all carry two trailers, but the most of the wheels are in the middle. Anyway, so that's plan B. That's what I'm doing tonight, so I'm gonna just keep going until I can. I mean, the Banff itself, beautiful, unbelievable. The speed limits are like 40 the whole way, and it's like that for about 3 hours. So beautiful to see, but once you've seen it, you're ready to get the F out, and you can't because it's full of RVs and tourists and me. So anyway, that's an update on Banff. Truck is doing fantastic. I cleaned it off. It does look, I mean, it's packed. It's got everything in it, so but it's everything that I need. There's, you know, a little cockpit that I stopped to wash it off. Ooh, look at that. Wow. I stopped to wash it off somewhere yesterday, maybe this morning. But I certainly didn't want to get too much. Hang on, let me show you. Get too much up here because of the sea. See the amount of bugs in there. It's kind of gross. I don't know if you could hear me. Man, it's smoky out here. All right, that's it. This is a pretty cool shot. I think this is where I was just standing, but there was beauty everywhere. Also, these rental RVs, these things were all over the road. I do like to stop at grocery stores so you can use this if it's 10 years from now and see if the prices still match. Cheesies. This chicken was 15 bucks. Where's Costco? And then here was $1.40 a liter. Do the math on that. Well, this should be interesting. It's always what you want to see pulling into your campground. All right. So I'm at my campsite. I'm at Grand Cache, Alberta. You can tell there's no smoke here. Thank goodness. I don't know how or when I got out of it. But I just put in my final destination and just drove until I found a campsite because there's so many up here and they're not super crowded. This one was 25 Canadian, which was, I don't know, 15 bucks maybe, 17 bucks, maybe 9, I don't know, it's not that much. But I got kind of the whole place. I mean, there's some campers over there, but this is just a drive-in kind of camping site. It's a little bit of a lean, so I'm probably sleeping on this side. And when I checked in, there was a big sign that said there's a problem bear in the area. And I went, shit, great. Well, and then as soon as I came up here, there's bear shit. But it looks really old. So I've got my bear spray and all that stuff. So I'm going to make some tacos. So I go to open up my kitchen box here. And I hear, I don't know if you can hear it. Sounds like a hissing, and I thought it was the gas in here. I thought, oh no, I'm about to explode. Just little radio. That was quite spooky. Do this over here. Rice. Oh. I got these noodle bowls. Mr. Noodle bowls. For a quick, if I need it. All right. Peels, some chicken. That's Canadian peppered season. That's beef. Oh, well, I might not use the tortillas. I might just use. I'll have a tortilla. Make a rice bowl. Hey Canada, why is it 90? Especially when I'm trying to cook. Check this out. Not bad. This table wasn't leaning so bad. It'd be great. Because I spilled my beer. Because of the table leaning. But good dinner. Little pepper steak burrito. So all in all, it was a pretty quiet night. I went to bed kind of early, but the sun sets really late, so you're kind of in, I think, twilight all night. So I'm getting ready to leave. So let's break down the tent. These things are pretty easy. They do have a lot of fabric that you could spend a lot of your time jamming your fingers back in there, or jamming the fabric back in there, so it kind of wears your fingers out after a while. You gotta work your way around the tent. This is the top oak tent. It had pretty good reviews. I reviewed the hell out of a bunch of them. But this is one of the things that's not so fun. I mean, it's got some things that hang out on the side that give you a little bit more room, so I'm willing to put up with this to be able to have a little bit more room and really a pretty good view. But you got to do this every day. It's not so bad once you get used to it, really. This big long strap here is what you use to pull the top of it down. It's got those pneumatic shock type things that help it open up, and you kind of have to pull that out. Or use this to pull them down, I should say. And then I've got a mattress on the inside, kind of an extra mattress and a sleeping pad, and not really a mattress, but just a sleeping pad. So it's kind of tough sometimes, and it doesn't want to go down. You don't have much wiggle room. So I choose to climb on top of it. And what that does is just kind of mashes the air out of it. It makes these clamps easier to clamp. This one had a little bit of wiggle room in it. I ended up tightening it up later on the trip, but it did have a little bit of wiggle room. Those Allen screws were coming just a little bit loose, but that's really the only problem. That's not necessarily a problem. That's one thing that I did notice, a little jiggle there. I've almost got everything done. No, I didn't drink that beer. It was the morning time. It was good beer, though, Carlsberg. This ladder pops off pretty easy. You're supposed to put the ladder on the inside, but I end up just putting it right behind the door. So that is packed up and ready to go. Gonna recheck everything again, make sure it's all kind of stable. A little pillow from home. Not really a road over there. I think it's supposed to be, but it's not. They had people camping all over the place, so I had to cut a U-ey. Luckily, there were no Royal Canadian Mounted Police, or Canadian Mounted Police, is that what they're called? RCMPs, around to see me make a Yui in the campground with the bear shit. Pretty isolated in here. I don't know if people lived in there or what, but it was legitimately in the middle of nowhere. The bugs were bad. It seemed like they were everywhere. That's a little moth, I think, but they were great. Mushed on the inside of my window. That happened most of the trip already. I don't know what those buildings were. They weren't like bathhouses or anything. That's what I'm searching for right now. Yeah, that's the bathhouse and the bathroom and everything. So I'm gonna use the facilities before I get back on the road. This was all kind of self-check-in, by the way. There's a big sign up there that says just pay via an app, and nobody came around to check the site or anything. That little book thing right there, what's the honor library or whatever you call it? I've got to go. Oh, no. I think the code's supposed to be in there somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So now I've got to go find some facilities. Did have some breakfast on this river, which was amazing. Called my wife, actually did a little FaceTime with her from this river, which was a treat. And I thought I might try to go fishing somewhere. And I found this place. Down the road a little bit, I kind of crossed over a little bridge and saw this river, so I took a fly rod and kind of a spinning rod. I was just going to see what I could drum up. Bear spray, of course. And this was my first time actually fishing in Canada. I'd passed over so many places, but I didn't know, local regulations, I guess. I mean, I knew regulations, but, these rocks are big. I mean, you think you see like river rocks and they're small. These things were huge, like bowling balls. Oh, no. Let's get rid of this. No hippies. I didn't catch anything, obviously. But I'm on the road again.